Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you now on a bit of current transfer rumours in the current process. Now apparently reports are stemming now is about Mesut Ozil, because we know he's coming to an end of his contract and we know he's been linked with a move to Old Trafford, and I said Arsenal, if they are willing to sell him, would rather raise the funds in January rather than let him go free next summer. And it's the same with Sanchez. But apparently now, according to reports are stemming that apparently he did reportedly tell his teammates the other day that he wanted to join Manchester United. But apparently the reports are suggesting that apparently Manchester United have not made an approach or not will to put any offer in for Mesut Ozil. And apparently now about Mesut Ozil, he did say he wanted to make a move to a mid-club of fees to leave Arsenal, and it is suggested that he is considering a move to either Real Madrid or Barcelona if Man United are not willing to put an offer or make an approach to a player. So he's saying he's saying he's considering a move to Barcelona or Real Madrid if Man United are not willing to make a move or put an offer in for the current player, because we know he's coming to the end of his deal. He has been linked with a move to Man United, as I said. He reportedly told teammates the other day that he wanted to join Manchester United. Mesut Ozil is coming to an end of his deal. Jose Mourinho said he is a fantastic number 10 as well as Mesut Ozil. I said he's good at creating chances. He's very good at providing assists as well. Skillful, tenacious, compassive, very good playmaker as well. For Arsenal, you know, he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with the club, and it did confirm the other day that the contract talks had stalled between the club, the player, and his current representatives. And it also reported out that he turned down a wage. I think he turned down £275,000 a week from Arsenal. He was demanding over £300,000 a week. Reportedly as well. But Ozil, who's made over a century appearances now for Arsenal, as I said, and what else would I say? And also he scored his first goal this season against Everton, and also got 1 assist as well. Did Mesut Ozil? Was he playing for the move? That was what the what text you were there. That was what the questions were asked about. Was Mesut Ozil playing to make the move? And you know, Arsenal is Arsenal's second most expensive signing. Arsenal paid. Oh, my phone keeps crashing. Arsenal paid £42.5 million for Real Madrid, the highest paid fee for the German player. And, you know, he was fantastic with Jose Mourinho at Real Madrid. As I said, you know, fantastic together. You know, they're bonding fantastic well together. Jose Mourinho's looking, you know, he's keen on reuniting with Mesut Ozil. He classifies him as a good number 10. And Mesut Ozil's agent had come out the other day and classified that the contract talks, you know, were going in the right direction. That didn't come true, and also was in Bundesliga for 5 years as well. Was Mesut Ozil in the current process, but as I said, he's he's keen. He may be keen on reuniting with Jose Mourinho. Mesut Ozil, I said, he's made a century appearances now for Arsenal. You know, he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. The current World Cup winner. As well. I think, you know, he'd bring a lot to Manchester United. Some United fans wouldn't like him in, some United fans would, but apparently if Man United are not willing to make an approach or an offer, he may consider making a move to Barcelona or Real Madrid. And Venner did say he's going nowhere. He's going to stay with the club, but Arsenal are nowhere near in terms of securing him a new deal with Arsenal Football Club. So there's not only Ozil that's coming to an end of his deal with Arsenal. You know, there's Jack Wilshere. You know, there's Sanchez that's refused to sign a new deal. As I said, you know, about Jack Wilshere, as I updated you the other day about Jack Wilshere, very 25-year-old defensive midfielder. Apparently, it said Chelsea and Manchester City were willing to make a move for Jack Wilshere. If he currently does not sign a new deal with Arsenal, he has not yet signed a new deal. I think the Arsenal are planning to meet up with his representative to try and secure Jack Wilshere a new deal. He's made 147 appearances, as I said. He scored 7 goals in the process as a 147 appearances, scored 7 goals in the process. He's been at Arsenal about 16 years. You know, he's been at a few teams on loan. He's been at Bournemouth on loan last season. You know, he's been at Bolton on loan as well. He joined the Arsenal Youth Academy in October 2001 as well. He joined the Arsenal Youth Academy in 2001 as well. He'd been on a short spell, you know, with Luton, but he joined the Arsenal Youth Academy in 2001. You know, risen up the ranks fantastically well at Jack Wilshere. You know, became Arsenal's youngest league debutant. You know, he made his debut for Arsenal for the first team in 2008 against Blackburn Rovers. You know, just age 16 as well. Also became Arsenal's youngest player, you know, to play in a European competition as well, and also did fantastically well in the FA Youth Cup. You know, scored twice in the semi-final, provided a couple of assists. You know, scored in the final against Liverpool as well. Did Jack Wilshere, and Jack Wilshere, you know, has won as he won the PFA. You know, Arsenal's Player of the Season as well, Jack Wilshere. But yeah, very, very good player, but I think Arsenal are in the process of trying to secure him a new deal as well. And as I said, you know, you've got Alex Sanchez that's coming to an end of his deal. I think he's going to go. I think City are going to get a deal over the line for Sanchez for £20 million in January. City had a £50 million bid rejected. They initially had a £60 million bid accepted right then in the window, but obviously Arsenal couldn't find that adequate replacement. He wanted Champions League football. I said this is first time in 2 decades Arsenal have not had Champions League football. I do think that Sanchez is going to leave Arsenal Football Club. As I said, definitely in January. I said they'd rather cash in on him and rather go free next summer. Apparently, he was also demanding a higher wage package. You know, he was fantastic with Pep Guardiola at Barcelona. Arsenal paid £35 million for him. You know, and he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal Football Club. Also was demanding a high wage, as I've just said. Rising up the ranks fantastically well with underneath as well. Very, very good number 7 player. As I said, he's made over century appearances now for Arsenal. This is I think this is his 4th season in the process. You know, a lot of teams were interested in Alex Sanchez during the window, but I do think City are going to get a deal over the line for him in January. But Arsenal generated a lot of money in the August window. They could generate more money because they could still see players going January. Ozil, January, maybe Wilshere if he doesn't sign a new deal. Definitely Sanchez. But at least one of their players is going to go in January is Arsenal's, and they're going to have to think of their current replacements, as I said, in the current process. And you know, they've targeted Thomas Lemar. As I said, Thomas Lemar made 32 appearances for Chan. Monaco paid £3 million for him. Yeah, £3 million for him. Well, guys. Monaco paid £3 million for him. You know, he made his international debut in 2016, and the president of Monaco confirmed he is likely to leave next summer, but Arsenal may return for Lemar in January. And if they come up with a, you know, considering, you know, amount of money, it may then, you know, softens Monaco's stance regard on the player, and they may offload him. But Monaco would reluctant and resisted to offload him during the August window. You know, considering Monaco lost a lot of the best players that did well for them last season. Plus, they generated nearly 300 million for the departure of their players as well. This is why they were not willing to sell them. I think he's got a 3-year deal left on his deal. He plays attacking mid. You know, he can play on each flank as well. Can Lemar? Arsenal saw 2 bids rejected. Liverpool saw 2 bids rejected for Lemar as well, but I think teams may go for him in January. Arsenal also reportedly targeted Andrea Silva. Andrea Silva, AC Milan player, has only been an AC Milan player since June because AC Milan purchased him £38 million from Porto, and he signed a 5-year deal with AC Milan. As I said, with Porto, with the reserve team made 84 appearances, scored 24 goals. With the first team made 41 appearances, scored 17 goals. And AC Milan are not in good form at the moment. You know, they're not in Champions League football. And, you know, if they don't get Champions League football this season, they may have to offload some of their players. Indeed, but AC Milan did spend a lot of money in the August window, As I said, he hasn't scored in the Serie A at Andrew Silva, but he's doing well in the Europa League. But he's an efficient finisher. He's good at leading the lines, and apparently Arsenal have targeted him as a potential replacement as well, because Giroud could still leave Arsenal Football Club as well. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The process also reported out. It did say, you know, that Man United and Arsenal were reportedly interested in Marco Reus from Borussia Dortmund. Marco Reus' versatility is very, very good. Penetration in final third, very, very good. You know, he's clinical, he's good, he's tenacious, he's competitive, he's good in the air. And the versatility good, can play as a mid, can play as a winger, you know, can play as a striker as well. But we know he has a record of injuries, does Marco Reus. It's been reported in the press quite a few days now that Man United and Arsenal have been wanting to move the player. But we know he has a history of injuries. You know, he's currently injured now, I think, and he's due to regain full fitness in 2018. He comes to an end of his deal in 2019, does the player. But I said if Borussia Dortmund willing to offload the player, they would rather cash in on him in the summer of 2018 or whatever, rather than let him go free in the summer of 2019 when his contract comes to a current conclusion. But he's currently injured now. He currently missed the 2014 FIFA World Cup as well due to injury. Missed the 2016 European Championship Euros due to injury as well. Borussia Dortmund, you know, he's been there about 6 years. He made 125 appearances. 125 appearances, scored 56 goals in the process. You know, he's got like Bundesliga Player of the Season, Borussia Dortmund Player of the Year, you know, Football of the Year in Germany as well and stuff as Marco Reus. But he did reportedly say Arsenal have been scouting him for quite a few years now, Marco Reus. But I think if I want him to come to Manchester United, you know, he'd been a lot to Manchester United, but I said with his injury record, you know, I'd have a lot of concerns about that as well. I think Borussia Dortmund trying to secure him a new deal. You know, he began his youth career, you know, with Borussia Dortmund. He's been at 3 clubs in his senior career. You know, was at Borussia Mönchengladbach quite a few years. And he had a good last season there, you know, scoring 18 goals, providing 8 assists and gaining them Champions League football as well. But reportedly, Man United and Arsenal are reportedly interested in the current player as well, who has made a big impact when he's not been injured. He is very, very good on the pitch indeed. Very distinctive in his play, very competitive. As I said, you know, very, very tenacious as well. But this is what I'm saying in the process, guys. And also, you know, as I updated you earlier on, you know, about the Philip Coutinho situation. Apparently now it had come to an agreement earlier on, as I updated you guys on one of my videos earlier on, that Liverpool, well, it come to agreement that Coutinho's representative confirmed that that he's made it clear to Barcelona now. Apparently Liverpool are willing in January to offload Philip Coutinho of a fee in the region of £135 million. So that could be enough. Barcelona's prepared to pay £135 million. That could be enough to lure Philip Coutinho away from Anfield in the process, because, you know, Barcelona were heavily linked to him during the window, in the August window. Barcelona saw 3 bids turned down for him from Liverpool. But Barcelona obviously targeting him as a long-term replacement for Iniesta, who was obviously signed a contract extension as well with Barcelona. But I think he'd elevate at a higher level. You know, he'd be playing amongst better players. As I said, you know, he'd be going to a much bigger club, playing amongst better players, as I said, and you know, winning trophies. You know, he's not going to be winning trophies Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, as I said. The owners were not willing to accept any bids. Jurgen Klopp were not willing to accept any bids for Coutinho in August, and we know it was Barcelona's main priority target. You know, Coutinho's still got a deal until 2022 with Liverpool Football Club. You know, he missed parts of the season, you know, due to injury. You know, the first 4 or 5 games due to the back injury that he had, but he has scored 4 goals this season in the process when he has been playing as Philip Coutinho. You know, can play as attacking mid, you know, can play as a left winger. He's made over a century appearances now for Liverpool Football Club. You know, the ex-Inter Milan, the ex-Espanyol player, so he has played in Spain for us. He's gained experience in Spain before as a Philip Coutinho as well, and he's become one of the most creative, agile midfielders, you know, since he's been at Liverpool Football Club. You know, this is his 5th season in the process, and you know, it's also reported that the PSG president has approached Coutinho's representatives as well. So reportedly PSG are still interested in Philip Coutinho as well. So I think Barcelona will try and get him in January as well. I think, Liverpool will raise the money. They'll be able to get the targets, that they missed out on in the August window, because, Liverpool still need players in their team. They need strength, they need to have depth, they need a finisher that can finish. They definitely need someone in the defensive area, because they do leak a lot of goals as well. As I currently said, and I think, Liverpool still, as I said, may revive the interest in Van Dijk, because that was Liverpool's main priority target during the January window. Virgil van Dijk, he signed a 6-year deal, did Virgil van Dijk, back in May 2016. He was injured for a long time as well. Made his international debut in 2015 as well. Did Virgil van Dijk. Made his debut for Southampton against West Brom. Scored his first goal against Swansea, and this is his third season now in the process for Southampton. But obviously Liverpool couldn't get a deal over the line in August. They were convinced they could have got 70 million over the line, but Southampton were not willing to currently offload Virgil van Dijk as part of the process. So he's the next Celtic player, as I said, won the Scottish Premiership with them, the Scottish Cup. Southampton paid £13 million for him from Celtic as well. But Liverpool may revive the interest in him in January as well. May still go for Lamar, because Liverpool had 2 bids turned down for Lamar towards the end of the window as well. And it's reportedly saying, they're looking for an alternative replacement for Coutinho. It did report, that they're looking into Julian Draxler from PSG. He's also been an Arsenal target as well as Julian Draxler. He's been an Arsenal long-term target. Julian Draxler, as I said, he's been an Arsenal long-term target. And, he may struggle to get first-team football week in, week out, due to Julian Draxler, considering the amount of money PSG, had invested in the window. On Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, plus Edison Cavani's added into the ranks as well. It may be hard for him to get first-team football week in, week out. Julian Draxler last season made 25 appearances, scored 10 goals and provided 2 assists in all competitions, did Julian Draxler. Suggestion stirred of the week when, as I said, he posted an Arsenal shirt on social media with Klosnech's name on the current back, because he used to play with him in his Schalke days, so that did stir up a few suggestions as well. He's only been at Paris Saint-Germain since January, so as I said, PSG may not be willing to offload the player, considering he's only been there since January, but he's not going to be guaranteed first-team football week in, week out. Did very, very well with Schalke, made his debut in 2011, made 171 appearances, scored 30 goals in the current process as well. Did Julian Draxler, won honours, went to like Wolfsburg, won a couple of honours, but did very, very well with Schalke, where he's up the ranks. And PSG bought him from Wolfsburg. I think it was a fee about £42 million in January. Julian Draxler, good with both feet, skillful, good in the air, tenacious, competitive, very, very good player, and very, very. He captained the 2017 Confederations Cup, very, very good in the Confederations Cup. Captain the Confederations Cup, as I said, best player in there as well. Also was in the Euros in 2016, reached the semi-finals in the Euro 2016, and also as part of the Germany squad in 2014 as well was Julian Draxler in the current prospect. Apparently Liverpool identifying him as a possible replacement for Philippe Coutinho in the current process of that as well. So yeah. And as I also, a bit more latest news now about Dendoncker from Anderlecht. Now, apparently, he has come out and basically suggested that he wouldn't hesitate a move to Manchester United, and he did say he would be keen on the move to Manchester United with Dendoncker, the current Anderlecht player, because Manchester United were linked with him during the summer transfer window as well. Defensive midfielder, as I said. He played in the youth career with Anderlecht as well. He made his first team senior debut back in 2015 with Anderlecht. He's made 126 appearances since then. As a Dendoncker, won the league with them last season. Also, played very, very well against us in the Europa League last season. In that 1-1 draw, I think it was something like that. But he scored against us in the Europa League last season. He put a fantastic performance in last season as well. Did Dendoncker, and apparently Anderlecht were recommending that they wanted a fee of around about 34 million for Dendoncker. Reportedly said Paris Saint-Germain had been linked to him as well, but reportedly Man United had showed an interest in Dendoncker as well. But he's clarified he would be keen on move to Man United, and he wouldn't hesitate over a move if Man United were to show the interest in the player. But yeah, Jose Mourinho's still looking to address his midfield, even though we've got Matic that's making a big impact this season for us. But obviously, Mourinho's still looking to address it. Because obviously, Michael Carrick's likely to retire at the end of this season, and he's looking for long-term replacement for Carrick because, he's been at Man United 13 years, as I just currently said in the current process as well. But yeah, the main video of this is about Mesut Ozil from Arsenal. Apparently now, if Man United are not willing to make an offer or approach, he's considering making a move to Barcelona or Real Madrid in the current process as well. But yeah, he's coming to the end of his deal, as I said. World Cup winner, Jose Mourinho's keen on reuniting with him because they're fantastic together at Real Madrid. He classifies him as a very, very good number 10, does Jose Mourinho as well. Arsenal's second most expensive signing as well as Mesut Ozil, but he has been linked to move to Man United in the last 2-3 weeks now, and he did reportedly tell teammates he wanted to make the move to Manchester United in January. Did Ozil, and this is what he'd come out with in the current process. But as I said, we will see what happens in the current process, as I said, guys. But yeah, anything else to update you on? As I said, Liverpool, could still lose Emre Can. As I said, he's another player for Liverpool who is yet to sign a new deal with Liverpool Football Club. As I said about Emre Can, very, very good player, versatility, very good, can play defensive mid, can play centre-back, can play as a full-back as well, can Emre Can. Very, very good at Confederations Cup, he's now made over century appearances to Liverpool. This is his 4th season in the process, but apparently Juventus have linked with him. He's classified Juventus' interest as a nonner, but apparently Liverpool have not secured him a new deal yet. I think they're in the process of trying to secure a new deal, but apparently he is demanding a release clause for Liverpool to secure him a new deal. Emre Can, he's an ex-Bayern Munich graduate as well. Was there quite a few years now at Bayer Leverkusen, as I said. Well, no, was at Bayer Leverkusen, then Liverpool have purchased him for nearly £10 million. Emre Can, he's made a big impact this season for the Liverpool Football Club, but Liverpool could still lose him if he's yet to sign a new deal. He will become a free transfer next summer if he doesn't get sold in January, or if he doesn't sign a new deal with Liverpool Football Club, so they could still lose him. We know Liverpool have got Naby Keita confirmed, whether it's January or next summer as well. So yeah, we will see what happens. And also, as I updated you earlier on about the Luke Shaw situation for Manchester United, apparently now he fears his career could be over with Manchester United, after a breakdown in relationship with Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho and Luke Shaw have had a fallout over some kind of thing. We know Luke Shaw is coming to an end of his contract with Manchester United. We know he made his international debut for England in 2014. We know this is his 4th season now in the process for Manchester United. Man United, I think we purchased him for like £27-29 million for Southampton, but we know he's another player who has injury problems as well, Luke Shaw. We know he's been undergoing rehabilitation. We know he's been playing for the under-23s as Luke Shaw, but he has not featured in Premier League this season. He has regained full fitness from long-term injury, as well as Luke Shaw for Manchester United, the current left-back, but we know he's not the first choice left-back, as I said, now with Manchester United, and especially last season, Jose Mourinho did give him a lot of criticism as well, but he's only started in the Carabao Cup 45 minutes this season against Burton, and featured in the Swansea game at the last stages of the Swansea game as well. He come on as a substitute, but he's not Jose Mourinho's preferred choice at the left back position. So could now this fallout and the broken relationship between Mourinho and Luke Shaw see Luke Shaw's career end with Manchester United in the current process? Because we know he's been known for injuries. He's good when he gets to run the games, as I said. So could his career be over Man United? And Mourinho may address going in for another left back, because we know Blind's been playing our Darmian, Ashley Young, who's been our best left back, when he's been operating there, when he's been playing there. Darmian, Young, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the process, we know Rojo's still injured there, so could Luke Shaw's now career be over after this? He feels his career could be over now after a breakdown in relation with Jose Mourinho, and they've had a Kieran fall out as well. And Jose Mourinho doesn't like Luke Shaw's attitude, as he's currently admitted he made 92 appearances in the league, scored in the Premier League, scored no goals. But yeah, that could that see Luke Shaw's career now be over with Manchester United? So these big questions asked. So anyway, guys, that is everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel, subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Take care.